Oh man, we've got breaking news. Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon. There is shocking news coming out of New England Perna. I am, of course, referring to the Patriots releasing corner D Virgin. If a guy won't score off the field, how will he ever do it on the field? It was tough employing a player who would never show up on hump day. The Patriots really just wanted a man who would put out on special teams. Someone who could finish on command. The Patriots, they also released quarterback Cam Newton, so we'll talk about that, I guess, and where Cam Newton might go now. That's good sports. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you don't, my mom said she would disown me. Also, if you want to support my channel, a great way to do it is purchasing my coffee, Benchwarmer Brew. BenchwarmerBrew.com. We've got 3 blends. We partnered with 5 Point Bids, Urinating Tree. That's the armchair blend, the 5 Points blend. And yeah, we produce high quality coffee. Ethically sourced beans. We find the finest beans around and then sell them for a shit ton of money because coffee is expensive. Also, if you purchase my coffee, the Benchwarmer blend, every order we fulfill through the FEA Foundation, a person in need gets a meal. So when you buy my coffee, you're doing something good for the world. On to Cam Newton. Now, I do personally take solace in knowing that you can have a body like this and beat out a man who has a body like this for the most important position in all sports. Damn, I thought Mac Jones, aka MJ10 or Mac10, what are we going with here, had a good chance to start week 1 or maybe after the month of September, but I did not think Cam Newton would be cut today. It shouldn't surprise me or anyone that Bill Belichick would make this move sooner rather than later. That's how he operates. But Cam did play very well in his last outing, so that's why it's a bit of a surprise to me. As good as Mac Jones has been through the preseason, if Cam Newton is playing to his full potential, he adds another dynamic to the game. One I thought maybe the Patriots would explore. Now, as I discussed last week, Cam's chances of making the team took a huge blow when he had to miss 5 days of practice due to going on the COVID reserve list. Now, that personal choice to not get vaccinated may fly on other teams, but if you think Bill Belichick would risk a single loss due to that during the regular season, you must be confusing Bill for a much worse coach named Bill. Couple that with the fact that Mac Jones played exactly the way you envision a Patriots quarterback playing while Cam was gone, and even when Cam was there, Cam became expendable. Cam has made his money, so he'll be fine financially and may land on another roster this season. I think, though, this is sort of a warning to any player in the NFL fighting for a roster spot, who are also not willing to get vaccinated. There's a competitive edge to factor in now. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but that's the reality this season in the NFL. I also mentioned in the last episode that Mac Jones finished the preseason as the highest graded quarterback by Pro Football Focus, and now I can confirm that's how Bill Belichick makes all of his coaching decisions. This makes me think all of those rumors about Kyle Shanahan considering Mac Jones in that number 3 draft spot may have had at least a bit of truth to them. Ultimately, the Niners went with Trey Lance, and Jones fell into the Patriots' lap. Now we will watch those 2 quarterbacks and organizations and see who made the better choice in the long run. I think that's a much more fair comparison since both of those organizations are very well run. Guys like Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, and Justin Fields, good luck, fellas, because you need it. I mean, fucking Matt Nagy said Fields will be running the scout team when the season starts. Hey Bears fans, I'd bet on Matt Nagy becoming the first coach fired this season if that's true. I will also say Mac Jones, he has been compared to Tom Brady, right? We've all done it. But damn, the comparisons are spot on. Both quarterbacks played at a prestigious college football school. Both underwhelming athletically. both underwhelming in terms of physique. Neither guy had the great arm talent. Both guys, people seem to downplay their skill set. Mac Jones, after this draft, was the chopped liver of the top quarterbacks considered. And now he's gonna be commanding the offense for one of the most well-coached teams in the league. And just like I rooted for Tom Brady early in his career, I'll do the same for Mac Jones until he starts to win too much, and then I'll learn to fucking hate his guts. But either way, Mac earned this starting job. That's what's important. He went out there and he just played damn good football. So it's nice when you have a football team and your quarterback demonstrates that sort of clarity from the get-go. Trust me, as a fan of a certain other team, there have been some issues in that department. Where will Cam Newton go next, though? I think after one stop at the women's clothing section at Nordstrom's, he will have to wait for a quarterback to get injured before he finds his next team. And even then, he may not be considered the starter. I'm not sure if Cam is a long-term starter anymore, and I have been on the Cam Newton train longer than most. Sitting on that chiseled, juicy caboose. Toot, toot, take me to the promised land, Cam. But you got old. Look, Cam could be the best damn backup quarterback in the NFL. He could make great money, keeping his body healthy, and coming in as relief and kicking ass. It is why I started a coffee company called Benchwarmer Brew. Now, I'm not saying there's a link here, but if I were the New York Jets, I'd sign Cam Newton immediately. Zach Wilson would greatly benefit from a veteran presence in the Jets locker room, which they don't have. Not to mention, Cam could help Zach Wilson get much more comfortable around black guys. I mean, Wilson's current backup is literally named Mike White. Now, Robert Saleh is a head coach players seem to really like. And if Cam can accept a backup gig, this should be his first choice. I think Cam would enjoy being on that roster. His second choice should be the New York Giants. I think there's about a 35% chance Daniel Jones ends up being the guy. If Saquon Barkley returns to form, Cam has everything he needs to succeed. A running back he can throw the ball to 100 times. Also a sneaky good defense and a handful of receivers who are solid. I'm not sure Joe Judge is a fit in terms of personality with Cam, but I don't like the QB situation, and I'm sure they'd have no problem cutting Mike Glennon. A yearly tradition most coaches enjoy. I also think one of the following teams could bring in Cam. Again, these are just my guesses, my feelings, but the Colts, that way they could have two quarterbacks on the reserve COVID list, so Jacob Eason could just win the job. The Texans, because they will sign anyone. I'd say the Bengals, but they'll never spend money when they don't have to. But maybe crazy Dan Campbell brings in Cam Newton as an insurance policy behind Jared Goff. Could Superman beat Goff? I don't know, but I'd like to see it. From a safe distance, I would like to watch Superman beat Goff. I bet it would blow through brick and mortar the same way Dan Campbell blows through kneecaps. Boom! Thanks for watching That's Good Sports Emergency Breaking News Cam Newton released episode. Subscribe here on YouTube. I really need you to do that, okay? Again, the relationship with my mom is on the fritz, and I need to show her I'm successful.